Morocco's Minister of African Cooperation and External Exchanges has thrown his support behind investment projects undertaken by China in Morocco. Mohcine Jazouli believes they will strengthen the bridge of cooperation between China and Africa. CGTN's Lindy Mtongana sat down with the minister earlier today to find out more about his thoughts on this year's summit.
Minister Jazouli, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us on CGTN. Now, of course, the 2018 FOCAC summit has just concluded, and Chinese President Xi Jinping has called it a great success. What's your view on the outcomes of this year's summit?
Écoutez, je pense que c'était effectivement
FOCAC drew massive participation, 40 heads of states and governments. We applauded how successful the Beijing summit was, as it showed the importance attached by all African countries to China-Africa relations. The announcements of President Xi Jinping are also of big importance because they show how robust and solid FOCAC is.
Des pays africains à cette relation.
And Minister Jazouli, what is your assessment of the 8 initiatives announced by President Xi Jinping, particularly in relation to Morocco? Do any of those initiatives stand out as unique opportunities for your country?
Je pense que le président Xi Jinping a proposé 8 initiatives.
The 8 initiatives outlined and proposed by President Xi were for the benefit of all countries. They were well structured for the development of African nations. Certainly in some countries, an initiative will be more prioritized than others. For instance, we in Morocco have undergone development for more than 20 years. Then His Majesty King Mohammed VI backed initiatives in many fields: industrial areas, infrastructure, training, youth, health, education, and culture. In Morocco today, our sense of view correlates well with the needs and initiatives advanced by President Xi.
Santé, éducation, culture. Et donc aujourd'hui au Maroc.
Now, Mr. Jazouli, President Xi stressed 5 no's in his speech at the FOCAC Beijing summit. Specifically, there are no interference with development paths, no interference in internal affairs, no imposing one's will on others, no attaching political conditions, and no political self-interest in investments and financing. What's your view of the 5 no's?
La Chine est connue pour sa sagesse ancestrale.
No one can ignore China's wisdom on many matters, and President Xi, with his initiative, confirmed this wisdom again. Indeed, he demonstrated clearly that the 5 no's call for balance and sustainability. They call for mutually respectful relations between all partners, something Africa is looking for. Working for this kind of partnership is such an excellent example of how President Xi is now conducting these relations between Africa and the rest of the world.
Ce genre de partenariat, et c'est un excellent modèle